Welcome to GameBros. This is
And this is Prodigy.
coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida. With all this craziness happening, we got the coronavirus, we got the riots in the streets.
Yes.
What's next? We got some scientists finding some species that have been locked up for 5 million years.
Underground, and they want to patch it up to make sure nothing else.
Please don't come out. We got enough crap in 2020.
Yeah.
My man Prodigy graduated. What's up, Mr. Prodigy? Excited for the graduation?
Am I excited for the real world now? Of course not. But yeah, I guess it's crazy. I started this show
When you were a freshman?
in the beginning of middle school, actually.
It's crazy.
And I'm graduating now. Still doing the show.
I don't know if that's good news or bad news.
That's great news.
It's great
That
news.
shows that we are confident in
So,
our craft.
How was the drive-through graduation? Did
How
you
was
just like
it?
high
How
five the
was it?
principal like, yes?
No. Actually, it was actually pretty nice. Our school is small, so it's just one street that goes all the way through the school on the side, with all the buildings on the other side of the street. And yeah, it was like the last drive through our.
So they
our
did it
street.
by last names.
They
or
did it by
whatever?
last names and like timestamps or whatever. That got delayed because Florida weather, as we all know, rainy as hell. It was a hurricane going on when we went. But no, it was good. A bunch of the senior teachers were there, so it was.
Goyo was there. I saw you take a picture with Goyo. We
With
should have
Goyo.
put that up
We
there.
should have put that out there. Damn. But yeah, it was a good day. It was a good little drive through graduation. At the end, you get down with your mask to take a picture with the principal and the
awesome.
mascot. So, at least to have some interaction.
A bear.
Hey, we're the clan of the bears.
It's just a regular bell, not like a golden bear or yellow
I
bear.
think-
It's just bear, right?
Well, it's not a yellow bear, but I think they're like it's a brown bear, but I
Okay.
think like some honey bear. I don't know. It's a
So
bear.
we went to go play soccer on Thursday, and then we got a phone call from Riddle. My voice is messed up. My throat hurts, and we're like, "Oh no!"
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
That's all I can think when she said my throat hurts and I can't speak. And you know what happened, right? I feel like we just ear raped everybody.
I don't think anybody was expecting that. Record, can you stop talking about some of the news which I forgot to put in today and last week? But we'll jump into that.
Right now, we got a lot of news.
Yeah,
actually.
we got a good amount of news. We don't want to extend your waiting time here any longer, but we just hope you guys are out there staying safe. Now we're gonna jump straight in.
Wait, before we jump into the news, we got to show a little bit of highlights from our tournament.
Yes. Yeah, before that, we want to give a thanks to everyone who participated in the tourney this past Friday. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for signing up, making it a great time. We really shout out to Eric's Perfection, Free Felicia's team. They won the tourney this time. We actually thought, Clap City Committee was bringing the guns hot and heavy, but Eric's Perfection said, hey, us PS4 gamers, we got something coming right at you.
To me, that was the biggest upset because you always hear the mouse, keyboard, and what is the team called? What city committee? Well, Clap City Committee.
The Clap City.
So I know they play a lot. So they're very experienced. They're very good at this game. So I'm like, it's gonna be very hard to beat them with the advantage of being PC players. But I'm super happy that that Eric's Perfection came through for the console gamers and put a foot on them. They actually put a foot on them.
Yeah. But yeah, just thank you guys. Thanks for everybody who participated, and just thank you guys for always.
Crap Rapper's still upset that you kept getting Pine and Hill.
Yeah, sorry about that. I tried my best to separate it out so that way we didn't have a lot of repeats of maps, even though there is a little bit of maps because it was a 3v3, so we weren't going to put those time maps in there. But then again, we all had a good time. We all had a fun time. So just thank you guys for participating.
Now, can we do the same tournament with 4v4, or
Oh my
is
gosh.
that pushing it?
That is really pushing it.
So it's
That's
really
pushing
2 to 3. That's
Yeah.
it, max with gunfire. Right?
For next tourney, we're gonna do a poll on Instagram. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
And on Twitter too.
And on Twitter, so that way we can have a gauge at what kind of games you guys want to see or have a tourney with. And we might experiment with modes and stuff like that to, not only have sort of a competitiveness to it, but also have a good time and have a fun time and not always be so stressful.
Yeah.
A lot of us use games for ways to kind of escape the crazy
De-stress
world.
ourselves.
Yeah, the crazy world we're living in.
Escapism.
So, having a good time together as a community, that's what we want to have. That's what we want to establish. So definitely tune in for those posts to participate in those polls so that way you guys can vote for next month's tourney. All right? So now that is through, now we can get into the news.
Yeah, so as you guys know, there's a lot of stuff coming out finally. Our wait is almost over. PlayStation is actually opening their mouths and actually talking about a couple of things. The first thing they did was they had another PlayStation, what do they call their event?
State of play?
State of Play. Thank you. I forgot. I was crashing with Xbox Live
Inside
of the Xbox thing.
Xbox.
But yeah, so they finally have showed us some stuff
Yes, this week.
themselves, because we got a bunch of crap from leakers that leaked a lot of Last of Us 2 stuff, but finally PlayStation had their event and showed us a lot of Last of Us 2. I need to have this event. $80 gigs, right? It's gonna take up.
Yeah. Can you rehash everything that you just mentioned? This is exactly why I checked before.
And you missed that one, and so did I.
We both missed it. Wow, and it's funny because I missed actually 3. I corrected 3.
Oh, okay.
My bad, guys. The audio is back. Freak. My
Okay,
goodness.
that's fine.
All right, that was just one video.
So they actually
Go.
showed off a lot of Last of Us 2. Like I said, I didn't need to see more of this game. I'm already excited for this game. I loved the first one. I thought they did a really good job with the first one. Was it perfect? No. One of the things that I disliked from the first one was the AI. The AI was kind of really dumb, to be honest with you. The clickers would walk around you and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm excited to see the AI. They say that they improved it a lot. One of the big improvements they made was adding like relationships to the characters. So like, let's say you grab a husband let's say you grab a wife of one of the bad guys. The bad guy will act differently than if you were to grab some random other person. So they have like different relationships between the NPCs and stuff. So also the other NPCs that are helping you, they're more active than, I don't know if you remember Joe and Ellie. Ellie would just hide there and just like do nothing.
The demonstration they showed off in the State of Play was a really good way of putting it out there.
I think God of War did a perfect job with 2 by letting you control.
Not only control, but upgrade.
Upgrade him, yeah, and then have him in battle. And something they added ducking prone position. You couldn't prone before, so that helps you a lot with stealth. So I'm excited to see what else that you can do in this game. I'm really excited. I can't wait for this game. We're actually gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna post a picture later on today. We're gonna give away Last of Us 2 because I would really like for everyone to play. If you haven't played, I think right now the game is on sale, right, in the PlayStation.
Last of Us, the remastered.
Yeah.
Last of Us Remastered is going to go on sale, I think, either this week when the PlayStation Days of Play, when the Days of Play event goes live, that is when Remastered is going to be on sale for like $5.
And I highly recommend
it was
you jump
free.
on it.
It was free
At one
for probably 2 or 3 months ago. But now they're going to have it on sale for $5. So if you guys are looking forward to part 2 and you haven't played Last of Us, the first one, definitely go pick up Remastered. I gotta beat it. I gotta beat the whole game basically.
Yeah,
so
I was talking to my friend Carlocho about it. He asked me a little bit about it, and I just explaining to him how the game starts at the beginning.
Oh.
I kind of had to stop him, like, dude, I don't want to continue because I don't want to mess it up for you. Just to let you know, just from the upset of the game, just from when you start out, it starts out really, really well.
Yeah.
And just grabs you and doesn't let go until the end.
Yeah.
But like I said, the AI is key. Just look past the AI a little bit. Just focus on the story. The story is amazing. And like I said, I'm hoping that this Last of Us. Now, the other thing I noticed on Last of Us 2 is that they are not messing around. Dude, it is savage.
Oh yeah, this time
Yeah, they showed that one clip of the woman playing on the Vita.
playing some Hotline Miami.
She was playing Hotline Miami there, just chilling. And Ellie comes up behind her and asks her a question and then lets her go. But the girl tries to stab her, so Ellie ends up freaking just slicing her throat. And just the visceralness of it, just the blood and the gore. It's basically what would happen in real life if someone would slice your throat like that.
Yep.
So this is not for anyone. This is not for the weak stomach. So they also introduced a lot of new variety of enemies. We have the clickers. We have some new enemies that are coming
They
out.
have new
and
versions
a bunch
of
of
the
new
clickers.
ones that they haven't shown off because they don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to be real interesting. I know Record want to call in. You have the full ability to do so.
I'll put the number for them.
Nikki put it there as well, but we're going to redo it so that way you guys can call in. If you guys have any more comments or any input or anything at all that you guys would like to say during the show, make sure you guys call in. We'll feel free to take your call.
Yeah, that's what makes our show different than any other talk show or podcast, whatever you want to call it. The ability for the interaction between us and our fans, and that's what we really want to push, is that communication.
Mm-hmm. But I'm excited. I probably, now that this week COD the season's gonna be over, I don't have to be worrying about just playing COD the entire time. I actually want to stream entirely the first game all over again.
Oh, you want to?
I'll probably do it during daytime.
Why? Because you're scared to play at night?
No, because at night we play with everybody, the GameBros crew.
I think you should, and especially now that we have the whole.
Coronavirus!
I knew you were gonna play that one.
Since people are home, and it'll be good because you can play, and then other people could catch up through you, the game.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. So I'm probably most likely gonna stream it because I do gotta play the entire game through, and I want to play it before this one comes out, and with the leader's permission. I have to. Can oh damn it! Damn record stopped right on.
I know you're not gonna give up, and you're gonna keep twisting my arm until I say yes. The thing is that
Hello?
we what's up, sir? How you doing?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is just to address Last of Us 2.
Wait. Before you continue,
I'm sure.
No spoilers.
Oh, no. I'm not even close to that. I
Okay.
called no intention of doing that. It's just completely aside from that.
Because if not,
You know
I'll
how
choke
kind
you
of
through the
critical
phone.
I was. What happened?
Because if not, I'm gonna choke you through the phone.
No. You know how critical I was on that. I'm not gonna do anything of that.
Okay.
But you know how I felt about that and how that deterred. But I saw a lot of people in the live stream when that stream started up and they started showing the gameplay. A lot of people said that the quality was bad and it was downgraded. And honestly, I think that was ridiculous. Like they need to turn up their quality. When I was watching, it was perfectly fine,
I think
and I
it
have to
looked
give that game
fine
props.
to me. I think it looked great to me.
I have to give
Have you seen the
the game
4K footage
dude,
in 4K?
like
It is
The
freaking
graphics.
phenomenal.
yeah, the graphics and the sound design and everything they did with the game, it is just amazing. And the fluidity of combat and all the animations and everything that they added just works so well with how they're running the engine this time around.
Yeah,
So even though I was really critical, and you guys know I was,
yeah.
I have to say, everything that they just showed off, and that was amazing.
So are you more or less excited after the event?
I'm a little more excited. I'm actually thinking of giving it a shot, just for the gameplay. It just looks that good, and I think it'd be crazy playing it with some headphones on or surround sound on, because you got a clicker on your left. You can hear it clicking,
Yeah.
but then you can hear someone else coming on your right, and just the whole atmosphere. So I think the entirety of the gameplay, the sound design, the graphics, it gave me more incentives to want to play the game than it did before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I definitely agree with you there. I'm very captured by the actual gameplay itself. That's what makes me like really want to play the game. Just the way it looks, the way it works, and the way you play the game is very, very, very cool. It's the same.
Yeah.
Give us 1 second. We'll be right back. Okay. Everything has I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this. No one's getting spanked. There's no abuse. Definitely no abuse. Um, just a little heated argument there. But we want to thank Wrecker for calling in. Thank you for giving your opinion on Last of Us 2. Definitely, I agree with everything you said. I can't wait to try it out. I can't wait to how the game works, how it flows. That was a thing that I got to read today. Actually, that the game is apparently about 78 gigs big, which is bigger than God of War when it launched and some other of the PS4 exclusives. So that's going to be a first one to see. But what Last of Us 2 is going to bring, I definitely need it. I definitely think it's going to need that amount of space for sure.
I'm just worried if my PlayStation is going to catch on fire or not. Is it going to just blow up, or is it going to be in good shape? That's what I'm worried about. But after that, they also, a couple days later, they announced that they're going to have another event which is coming in
Yes.
June 3rd, which is the event that everyone is waiting for.
This Wednesday.
So far they say they're gonna just show games and gameplay.
Yes.
Basically, they're like, okay, Xbox did their show. They didn't show any gameplay. We're going to show gameplay. And I think that PlayStation is going to keep doing this. They're going to wait for like Xbox to show or do something so then they can counter it.
Yeah.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Because it kind of seems like they're just cherry picking and not really sticking to their guns and just saying, hey, this is our console. If you like it or not, this is the way it's going to be. I feel like they're just like, okay, don't give a price. Wait till they give a price. Let them do their event. Let's see what they do. Then we'll do something on the side to fix whatever they messed up. What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I expect this to. I don't know. Sony is. I feel both sides. There's like two sides to the weight. You know, there's like a whole scale. I definitely think that Sony should, I think, hold a bit more true to what they have, the following they have, the platform they have, and sometimes stick out first before Xbox does. Because like you mentioned, all we've seen recently is literally Xbox do something, PlayStation follows right behind them. Or Xbox does something, and in those games that they showed at that Inside of Xbox, there was games that were PS5 announced. But of course, they weren't going to talk about that at the Inside of Xbox because it's an Xbox thing. But I definitely think that Sony needs to stay true to what they got and just whip out the big guns, slap it on the table. This is what we got.
Slap what on the table?
Slap what they got on the table.
Okay.
And if it's not enough, it's not enough. You can't make up anything. That's it. You got to show what you got, because if not...
Yeah, you can't hide it. It's going to be what it is. And so are you going to be happy with just seeing just games? Is that good for you? Do you want to see the console? Do you need to know what it looks like? Do you need a price?
Do I need to know what it looks like? No. Do I need a price? Yes.
Okay.
I think there's important things, more important things than just the appearance, and I think it's what you actually got to pay to get what it is you're looking for.
Yeah.
So...
Because I've read that it's going to be twice the size of the PlayStation Pro.
And what do they mean by twice the size? Because there's a lot.
It's because, dude, twice the size. The PlayStation Pro it's
Pretty
a normal
thick. It's
size.
like a nice little thickness to the console. But then you look at like the Xbox Series X, which is not that tall or big compared to like actually how it looked like in the video. Do you remember how it looked like in the review trailer? It's okay. It's a Stern talking to. We're having to talk about this in the chat. Record, we're actually not gonna go. I hope they don't go OG PS2. OG PS2 was pretty damn thick. How do I explain it to you? See, I think there was. I thought those boxes were smaller, but they're really really big, and I'm not gonna show that. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. You guys know what OG PS2 kind of thickness is. It's probably like yay thick. I'm gonna compare it to my hand size. Probably yay thick. But I definitely don't see it being a big console. I definitely don't see it being too much. But you guys are talking about maybe buying it in a year or two after. Nikki says, I'll probably still play on my PS4 because I doubt they have a lot of games available the first year. We'll get dubbies on next gen, Rainbow Six. Absolutely correct. I can't wait to do that. I want to be popping heads with... I drew a blank. I don't know what operator to pick. I had like 50 operators in my head, and I couldn't pick one. But yeah, I'm definitely hoping that the price isn't very extreme. I know it's going to be a lot of power. I know it's going to bring a lot of new stuff to the table, but I just hope it's not an overpriced extreme compared to the $400 we got with the PS4. If Sony is not only smart but tries to play the long game, hopefully they hit it with like a $400 price point and and maybe they might lose something. You know, they're definitely gonna lose some there, but I think they'll end up gaining it in the long run if they do the $400 thing. Popping heads with Doc. Doc is a pharmacist. I heard prices will be between $4.99 to $6.99. See, there's so many sources that it's just a lot to follow. So I we've been talking about different price ranges, different prices of the PlayStation itself and what it might be. But in my opinion, Crap Rapper, $600 is to me the max that they can do without risking any loss of people from their following. And $400.
It all depends on what Xbox price is.
Yeah, but also, even like I was telling them, they can play the long game if they wanted to. If they play smart, if they drop it at $400, they're gonna lose. But in the long run, they're gonna gain it back somehow.
Yeah, they'll gain it back through software sales.
Yeah, so I definitely will have to wait and see. We don't have full confirmed leaks of prices or anything like that. All that crap is rumors.
we haven't heard anything from Xbox's price,
nor
PlayStation's price.
Sony. Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna. And the thing is that these systems are very advanced and powerful. If you look at most PC video cards right now, you're looking at maybe $800, $900,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a video card. So some of these systems are gonna get into like the $400 or $500 range. If it's $600, I don't think Sony wants to hit that $600 because it's a PlayStation 3 all over again. Yeah.
PTSD of those times. Yeah, definitely. One thing that whoa, actually, you're gonna say something right now.
No, it depends on Xbox too, because if Xbox is at 500 and PlayStation comes out at 600 and it's got more teraflops, it's gonna look bad. Same thing even if the PlayStation costs 400 and the Xbox is 300. I'm not saying that's what it's gonna be. If they're that much over, if it's $100 more, it's gonna look really, really bad because of the whole teraflops thing. They have to be almost the same price or close to it, $50 more. But if they're way above, it's gonna be bad for Sony.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. One thing I was gonna mention was that during the week, there's been a lot of developers as they get to play test the PS5 in its full capacity, just because developers got to test it beforehand, so they know how everything works and how they're going to build games on it.
Develop it for it, yeah.
And a lot of developers are coming out and stating that the PS5 architecture is the best console architecture they've ever seen.
That's a weird thing because I've read that a lot from, a lot of Sony or PlayStation, leaning outlets. Yeah. But you would think that the Xbox leaning outlets would put out the same information, say, no, developers really love Xbox. Mm-hmm. Because I read all the stuff to try to be well informed for the show, but I don't see that from them either. Yeah. I always see like you saw with id and the whole UE5, they were in love with it for the Unreal Engine. Yeah, they were like freaking this hard drive and the speed and no choke points and all that stuff. But you don't see that on the Xbox side. You don't see them saying, hey, the Xbox teraflops are so good that, or this or that. That's the weird thing. I find that very weird.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Not saying that Xbox doesn't have the power or the quality or it's not going to hold up. We're not saying one is better than the other.
But even then, though,
I'm just saying it's like, why not hear anything?
Yeah, yeah. But even the architecture goes into a bunch of other crap, that has to do with the way they can form stuff, which we all know. We all know PS3's architecture was their death.
Yeah, the cell processor
for a lot of developers. So that definitely hurts Sony. So hearing this is just great news. It's good news. Hopefully it helps out all developers to develop stuff for the PS5. So it makes it easier to get more games. But good games, we don't want to see superhero.
So speaking of PlayStation, so they released a PlayStation magazine in Europe, and they were talking about
Wait. This is the magazine that's going to come out in July.
Okay.
So this is the July PlayStation magazine. And this is the cover for it. You got Mr. We don't even know his name yet. I don't know why I said Mr., but Mr. Assassin's Creed. Mr. Assassin. So we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla High in there as the main focus. But basically the reason this brings us to this comes to the news is because they had 38 games listed on the magazine. They also showed pictures of the magazine inside, but we didn't put that because the words are really, really tiny and you guys would not even be able to read it. So I'm going to read the games that they have listed here that are going to be put in that July issue of PlayStation Magazine.
Damn, PlayStation Magazine still a thing? Yes. Not here, though. If you can see, it's in UK.
Crap Rapper also put earlier, I want to mention it. They're talking about getting jobs because they all like Nex and Record getting jobs because they don't have money for that. Crap rappers like Nicki, I'll rub your feet for a PS5. Oh my gosh! But of course, he was just messing around.
If it's $600
But,
bucks, you might have to get 2 jobs, like they said that one time. Can you believe they had the audacity to say that? $600 bucks. Well, get a second job then, so you can afford it.
Oh, dude, that was like we
Epic
said, that
fail.
was an epic fail. All right, so one thing I want to mention before reading this is I believe a lot of these games will be shown
During this
maybe
event.
this Wednesday. You know?
Okay.
And of course, they're gonna put it in the issue
And most
for
of them
Wednesday.
probably won't be exclusives. There's probably
Yeah, there might be some. There's gonna
some
definitely be
overlap
some.
there. There's always some overlap.
Yeah. So we have a Rat's Quest: The Way Back Home.
A rat?
A Rat's Quest. Yeah.
So Moss 2?
So Moss without VR, basically. The estimated time of release date 2021 by Pub Handy Games. So this might be like a little indie game.
Yeah.
Definitely that's not a really big studio or publisher. Then we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which we know it's coming out in 2020. We got Battlefield 6 2021.
Okay, yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Remember we mentioned that. So Battlefield 6. Interesting
No-
title
no bad
because no
company.
bad company, and I'm not gonna get into that. We got Chorus, which we saw Chorus at the Inside of Xbox. That's gonna be in 2021. That's published by Deep Silver and developed by Fish Labs. Then we got Cygni. CYGNI. So I'm gonna say Cygni. All guns blazing. Publisher Keelworks, developer Keelworks. It's to be announced for when it's coming out. It's an action resogun style action twin stick shooter.
Okay.
So maybe that might counter. Oh no, wait, is the other one exclusive?
Yes.
Yeah, that might counter the one that the one from Xbox?
Ascend?
Ascent, yes,
Yeah.
the Ascent. And then we got
Were you going up or down when you were going like this?
whatever direction the elevator wants to go. We have Dauntless, which has already come out to be announced when I guess they're going to up-res it or upgrade it for PS5, which I don't know how much upgrading you could do. We got Dirt 5. That was already shown off.
Dauntless. That's crazy.
Dragon Age 4.
What?
To be
That's
announced
been a while
for...
since the Dragon Age Inquisition came out.
Yeah. Right now, they don't have any probable release for that. Dying Light 2.
Oh, yes, please.
Release
more.
date still to be announced.
Undefined. So I think they got to a point where dude, this game's about to come out. Should we just work on it and polish it more, make it for the next gen, and then let's just do that, and just make some DLC for Dying Light, which they did.
Which we're gonna definitely hop into this June. Now that we're going into June, it's already the end of May. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Godfall, which
Yes.
to be announced for the date. They still haven't showed more.
Gearbox.
We got Gods and Monsters. That's the team that worked on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's a spin-off of an open-world action-adventure game in Greece, in ancient Greece.
Awesome.
So that's going to be cool. We're going to see maybe some Greek gods and stuff like that, so it's going to be interesting. Gothic Remake, a next-gen remake of an aging PC role player. Okay. It's like The Witcher. Okay. Madden 21. We already knew that.
Yeah.
Microman. It's an indie game.
Microman.
You're the size of a small mouse, and you're thrown into a world and see if you can survive.
Sounds like Grounded.
So, to say that. And then we got Moonray, ETA summer of 2021. Comic artist is designing a surreal Soulsborne game.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting. Very interesting. NHL 21.
Okay.
Ray traced
FIFA 21,
Ray,
NBA 2K21.
Ray traced ice. Hey, Ray traced ice. We got, what the hell's that? NTHO Infinity Reborn. I have no idea what that is. An alternate universe dimension hopping RPG. So
Sounds interesting.
You're hopping dimensions in this game. Then we have Observer System Redux. Oh wait, sorry, for Infinity Reborn, that's February 2021. So that's not
that far.
That's not far from launch of the
So
PS5.
they should be able to show us some good footage of that.
Yeah. We have Observer System Redux, ETA 2020. Actually, this year, the Polish horror specialist is remaking its classic cyberpunk detective adventure at 4K. So this is like a remake
Okay.
of a game. Then we have Outriders,
Okay, that's that shooting game
the
that they
co-op
showed a video
sci-fi fantasy shooter
for. Mm-hmm.
by publisher Square Enix, made by People Can Fly. Then we have Path of Exile 2 coming 2020. Outriders is also coming 2020 as well.
Yeah, Outriders was made by People Can Fly, the guys that made Bulletstorm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. And then we have Path of Exile 2, which as you mentioned, coming 2020 as well, a free-to-play Diablo alike.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have Psy Hotel. Psy as in psychic, like the
Yeah.
PSY. Run a hotel and kill off your unsavory guests, but don't forget you still need to keep nice guests happy. So that's pretty interesting. That's to be announced.
That reminds me of that serial killer that used to live in Chicago, that had a hotel where he would kill people in.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioned it on the show.
My gosh,
I
what's
mean,
this
when we were
guy's-
playing Rainbow.
Nikki
Nikki
knows the
remembers.
name, and she'll remember. What's his name? It's
H.H. Holmes?
H Holmes.
Yes. Then we
I was
have
about to say H Greg.
and then we have Quantum Error.
Okay.
That sounds very no, I'm thinking of Quantum
Leap or Quantum Break.
Break. That was the game on the Xbox right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Quantum Error coming 2020. Doom meets Control in this dimension-breaking FPS.
Okay.
Interesting.
Two good games there. Mixing.
Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Are we gonna see footage? That would be awesome if we could see some footage of that.
Dude. ETA to be announced. An expansion turn spin-off. Yeah, we know it's a horror kind of Rainbow Six gameplay, so that'll be cool. And then we have Rainbow Six Siege. We know that PS5 is gonna have the up-res support.
Yeah, because they still need to add 50 more characters, right?
Yep. And Redol Enhanced Edition. ETA 2020. Pixel art on your new PS5. Hardly why you're going next gen, but this post-apocalyptic Metroidvania has proved popular.
So we're back to Rainbow Six. They can't possibly have that game for another like 5 more years, right?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
5 years now.
Like, dude, like I think
You think we're gonna get to year 10 like season 4? No.
I can't, dude. Like,
I think we're gonna stop at like year 6.
because some of these
No,
games
no.
look so good and
Hey,
and
year 8 is gonna be the end. Watch. 2025 is the end date, broski.
2025.
Crazy, you're crazy. That would. Oh my goodness! Imagine 5 years of a game. 10 years in total.
Well,
But yeah,
Destiny was a 10-year plan too. I remember when it first came out, they said, "Oh, this game's gonna be 10 years long." I was like, "What?"
yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see, and look what happened. But yeah, so those were the 38 games that were on that issue that is gonna be published later. Like Google and I mentioned, hopefully we get to see some of the stuff here on this Wednesday. At the
Yeah, that would.
they're not
that
even
would be
calling
great.
it a state of play, are they? It's like a,
No, it's a straight up PlayStation 5 event.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. But definitely really interesting. We'll definitely see more of that throughout the week. So that's gonna be really cool. Talking about seeing more things. Talking about viewing experiences. PSVR 2.
Finally. So now we're gonna have a stronger system that will be able to push the power of the PlayStation
power.
VR. So now they're gonna, of course, upgrade the PlayStation VR, which I think is like maybe 3 years out. It can be the very next year, because
Yeah, I think I see this 2022 maybe.
because they want you to fork over like $500 and another 300.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
That's
penny for most people. But so now they're already working on some patents on the PlayStation VR 2. Same thing. Basically, they're looking at what other VR systems are doing and trying to piggyback off them and grabbing what they like and don't like and improving their system. So they're gonna have.
These are some patents they showed off. They want to create virtual barriers, which we know that Oculus and Vive
Quest.
have created. Quest did it in a fashion with no sensors. So
Mhm.
that they were the first to create something like that. where you didn't require anything but your headset.
Yeah.
So hopefully Sony does take some notes from that. Here we see some patents.
Bless you.
Oh, I hate you! I didn't even sneeze.
Yep. You're gonna save that one for later.
So there's some patents showing off some of the stuff they want to do. One thing they showed off was like,
I like how the patent still has the VR gun.
oh yes,
Come on,
that is
dude.
very interesting. Just because think they're gonna continue using the one we have.
Okay. Oh my lord.
Why don't you don't like it?
I like it, but dude, that means we're gonna keep the freaking move controllers with the freaking golf balls.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so they'll just
I
keep the peripheral
I hope
without
not.
the
I
ball
think they're
in the
just.
front.
I think they're just gonna keep the model, or maybe they're using the model just for a patent
Okay.
sake. Here we're seeing inside kind of just a little display of what the grid would look like. I know games like Firewall Zero Hour would make the grid for you to know where you can walk and aim.
Okay.
So stuff like that. It's really simple. Here as well, we see. Crap, I'm trying to see from this distance what that is. I'll wait till it pops up on
Tracking. The
I
tracking.
think it's tracking. I think it's tracking in a space. I know. Oh, yes. This is what I was saying. So here it shows full hand tracking.
Okay.
We don't know if this is like without controller or with controller, because Quest is gonna have that full
Yeah.
without controller thing. But here we see that his friend turns around and turns to him, gives him a thumbs up. That's what it's showing. So that just shows that you can control your fingers or whatever individually.
And you could do your own emotes. You don't need to buy them.
Yeah, you don't have to buy them. One interesting thing, and I'm wondering, I don't know if it's just because they want to display it in the patent or not, but they look like they're in the same room. Does that mean maybe we could have like a dual VR experience?
Well,
Maybe like you and I just are in the same room and we can actually like touch each other if we like.
I don't know about that touching each other part.
Like in virtual reality, when you touch someone in virtual reality, you don't feel them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You're just making it difficult for me.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, the eye tracking is very important. That way.
So this is eye tracking. Yes, this is what we're showing. Google was talking about how the eye tracking is very important because, like we mentioned, there are people that get sick.
motion sickness and all that stuff.
So it's definitely good that they implement this so that way people can get less sick. One thing I was gonna mention was that I don't know how this works, but maybe can you lessen the processing power? Let's say if you're focusing on that one spot, that's where all the details getting focused in, and maybe your peripheral of your eye in the VR would be less enhanced, or would that really just break everything?
I think that it could do that, but I don't think they want to do that. Especially now with I think that's what was one of the reasons they wanted a faster hard drive, was to keep up with that speed because PlayStation they're pushing VR a lot. They're not going to give up on it. As you can see, they keep trying to develop new stuff, new patents and new things because they want it to be improved and better. So the hard drive speed is going to help with loading the image quality and image faster. And that's going to help a lot also with the motion sickness too. The megahertz has a lot to do with that, and being able to kind of trick the brain that you are in reality instead of virtual reality is one of the main things.
Yeah.
And eye tracking is very important for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what Sony has in store. We showed off those finger tracking controllers like probably a month back maybe, and they were pretty crazy to look at. You know, So definitely, it's gonna be interesting, and the more we go forward, VR is gonna become hopefully more accessible for everybody. So they're gonna just keep on the platform, and Sony's just gonna be an endeavor as well. They want to have their own endeavor of VR.
Yeah, and as we're gonna show you guys later, VR is here to stay apparently.
Yeah, definitely. Other Sony news for this month, we have the PS4 Tournament Open Series. I believe they had this once a while back, though.
Can you explain this to me? Like I'm confused by it.
It is tournaments hosted by PlayStation themselves.
Okay.
So
So you can opt into these tournaments.
Yes.
Okay.
The way you guys do it is by, if you guys go to the top left,
The information where you get
no,
your
no,
invites and stuff.
the top bar. Yeah. The bar in the home menu where it shows friends, it shows communities, it shows all those tabs. On events, you go to the events tab on your homepage. You go there and then you look through all the tournaments that they're hosting and you can sign up. So the games they're going to be having are starting June 1st, which is actually tomorrow. They have Modern Warfare, FIFA 20, MK11, Warface, 2K20, Soul Calibur 6, and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Okay.
So, a couple fighting games, as expected. You know, usually the fighting games are the ones that make it there. And but it's cool. We also see FIFA and 2K20, another game that is competitive. And so these tournaments are going to be opening tomorrow. And for the rewards, you actually get little rewards even for qualifying and stuff like that, participating. So for each person that completes a qualifier, a special PS4 theme will be given to them. Elite versions of the themes and avatars for players who finished a qualifier in the top 40%. Best of the best PS4 tournament champion themes and avatars for those who make it to the monthly final. And rarest of the rare champions PS4 themes and avatars for players who finish in the top and showcase their dominance. Furthermore, Sony has confirmed that whoever reaches first place in the weekly open qualifiers for those games will bag $100. US, $100 US, and the top winners for the monthly finals will get a chance of netting a share of the $1,000 prize pool. So really interesting, really cool to see that some of these tourneys are coming back. I wish they did this more often. It does get people involved, gets the PlayStation community, kind of involved in the nice events. I feel like that event section is so underused.
Yeah,
it is.
And it's good to see PlayStation give back to their fans too.
Yeah.
So this is a nice way to kill two birds with one stone, making people play and making challenges for them, and actually giving back to the community some prizes.
Yes.
Which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And going back to something, some other news actually from PS5, which you mentioned last week, was Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
Silent Hill.
So it's picking up a little bit more steam now that they have released Pyramid Head into Dead by Daylight. So now that they released Pyramid Head there, it's kind of stirring up some of the fanfare. And I guess it's a good way to kind of gauge the fans to see if they really like this character. If people, I guess, buy it and stuff, they can see that, people still like that. To be honest with you, if they redo Silent Hill and do it with another character that's not Pyramid Head, I don't think it will have the same weight to it. I think if they use Pyramid Head to stir up Silent Hill again, because it's a really, really iconic character. A lot of people like to do cosplay of him and everything. So I think if Sony were to do a Silent Hill game, well, it would be Konami. So it has to be with him, and it could be multi-platform. So it doesn't have to be strictly PlayStation anymore, even though at the time it was, because Nintendo didn't have these kind of games on their system. So I think they did a smart thing by letting Dead by Daylight, and again, Dead by Daylight is just freaking killing it with these. Friday the 13th had one character, it was Jason, just different versions of him, but this is the same style of game, but with different villains, or what do you call them? Monsters? Enemies,
oh my
legends.
Gosh. They're not legends. I know what you mean though. Killers.
Okay.
Yes, killers. Dead Dead by Daylight has always done a good job of putting out good stuff. You know,
And it feels
continually.
like it's quick
continually.
too.
They do their seasons pretty good and then span a good time. But I think definitely picking up Silent Hill is another freaking great asset to their arsenal of amazing things they have in the game. Because you already got Saw, you got Nightmare on Elm Street, you got Freddy Krueger, you got Michael Myers, you got Scream, you got plenty of others.
Yeah.
I'm missing some. But, dude, Dead by Daylight does a good job at what they do. Their game is great. So far, it's been one of the best games in that genre when it comes to the... What do you call those?
They're
Like everyone against the killer, like a squad, like
There's
Evolve.
a name for it.
We don't mention Evolve though.
Asymmetric.
Is it asymmetric? Something like that. Whatever. I think Dead by Daylight does the best job in that field. They've even though it's kind of an old game, they've continually fixed it and made it better, and it's always fun. So to see them pick up Silent Hill is a great job. Good thing on their end.
And that's why it's
So-
picking up steam with PlayStation
With
5
PlayStation's
announcing a new-
rumors of all that Silent Hill stuff.
Same thing happens with Splinter Cell. They put Splinter Cell in
Rainbow.
not in Rainbow. They put them in Recon, and then everybody's it's coming, or
It's coming out, it's
or they're
coming
making a new
And then they're
new
like,
Splinter Cell.
Ha! We're gonna stick another Easter egg in Far Cry New Dawn just to tease you guys even more. And then probably Rainbow. Ha! We're gonna make an elite skin or an operator.
Whatever happened to that phone game that was with nothing but Ubisoft?
Oh yeah. Wait, what did happen to that game? Did it go underground? They haven't mentioned a lot. This was last year E3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. What?
It was gonna be like kind of like
Almost like a
XCOM, but with just like
Was it
Ubisoft.
XCOM? Or was it like a Final Fantasy type of thing?
No, it was one of those strategy games that you use different Ubisoft characters in, but yeah.
Oh, interesting. How about Jack Frost? Jack Frost. No, they don't have him. No, they don't have him there as well.
Killer
What
Tomato.
about Killer Tomatoes? Oh my goodness! Imagine if they had a killer like that. But no. So yeah, definitely interesting to see that. So going from one of the if you guys want to refer to it as the console war side to the other, we have some news from Xbox as well this week. And it seems like Kuko, you want to take care of your kids' gaming time?
If it's on Xbox, it's automatically done. They don't play.
Don't play.
But if I would like to, like, it's because how does a parent do this? Like, okay, so Xbox came out with an app that lets you
Kuko's trying to think about it. He's like,
control your sons or daughters' gaming habits by turning off their profiles or different ways to
there's a
actually
lot of
monitor.
different ways to monitor stuff.
Yeah. You get to see their chats. You get to see all this stuff.
Yeah, Xbox has they're putting out this little app so you can have new family settings and new restrictions. I'm guessing this is what people wanted, more parental controls. They can limit screen time.
Yeah.
Set limits for each day of the week. Just so let's say the kids can only play from 6 to 8 when they're done with their homework after school, right? Whatever. Then you have content filters, which I thought.
Can't you
some of
just
these
tell
things
your
are
kid don't
implemented.
play from 6 to 10? They just
Because
still,
there's
they still
parents
do it,
probably
right?
that don't trust their kids in their room with the play. They could lock their room and be
So
like.
apparently that's what's happening here.
Oh no.
So-
Okay, I don't know anything that happened here, but they can set content filters as well. Let's say
Yeah.
you don't want your little baby boy playing like Mortal Kombat and doing fatalities and looking
Or playing freaking Maneater.
or playing Cyberpunk if
Oh,
they want
yes.
to change their genders. But
That's going to be crazy.
then we have play and communication settings. So you can block access for them to only communicate with friends they already have. So that way they don't have random people talking to them, just in case you got those creepy people on the internet.
This is why Xbox is for kids and PlayStation is for adults.
And then we have activity reports. That's like daily and weekly reports of what they're doing on their Xbox, what they're spending their time on,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah, the parents are gonna have like real world notification times and stuff like that of what they do and
Records
what
like when
account they're using
Cyberpunk
on.
comes out, I'm not gonna sleep until it's done.
But this isn't a bad thing, is it?
No.
I think it's just another little thing for accessibility.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. It's a good way to monitor and make sure that, me as a parent, I try to, have an olive branch to my son and give him a chance to, I don't want to be overbearing, but sometimes even if you tell them don't do such and such thing, they still don't listen. So sometimes you have to just turn off the Wi-Fi and screw it. Change the password. They can't get on no more.
Oh my goodness! I wonder how many times that happened here.
It doesn't, but it might.
It might, but yeah. So yeah, that's something a little nice thing the Xbox team put out this week.
Yeah.
Other than that, as well, they announced that No Man's Sky is gonna be made.
It's to be found. Treasures
You get the pass and you get this game. Like limitless, right?
The universe.
Weird planets and you can do a bunch of stuff in it.
Yes.
You don't have the VR capability, but at the same time you're able to do a bunch of stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, I think they've definitely fixed. They fixed a lot. They improved a lot. They added a lot, and I think that helped them out a lot. Can we see a comeback for this game? Everyone's always been talking about that ever since they released like the Beyond update, the next update, and all that stuff. I don't see a big comeback, but I feel like some people that were very interested in the game definitely should come back to it.
Yeah.
And if you have an Xbox or a PC, then dude, go pick it up. Game Pass. The Game Pass is like perfect. We always mention the Game Pass is one of the best bang for your bucks that Xbox could have ever created. So I definitely think
by far in gaming the best bang for your buck. $15 a month and you get all the Xbox exclusives and a bunch of other games. Yeah, I think it's a win-win.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but even No Man's Sky itself is not priced very high.
Yeah,
it is a game that had a rough launch. We all saw it. We all talked about it. We experienced it because Hello Games didn't come out what they come out with what they wanted. But I think after all these fixes and stuff like that, if you guys want to revisit it, it's definitely worth doing so. Yeah. And if you have the Xbox Game Pass, why the hell not? You're getting it for not free, but it's going to be added to your library basically.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good news from them as well, adding a nice game to their library as that Game Pass expands.
Yep.
Who else expanded now, Google? What else did they expand this week?
Well, it's the opposite of expanding. They kind of monopolized it again, and it's Madden.
Okay, but they expanded the time.
They expanded the time. So we talked about it a couple of weeks ago that the owners of the NFL were gonna vote on what they were gonna do with the NFL license, if they were gonna let Madden continue, and they voted yes. So Madden is gonna continue making the only NFL game until 2026.
Yes.
So another 6 more years, which is good for Madden. Is it good for gamers? Yeah, Madden's always been a good game. It's not like they haven't done a good job. My fear, like I said before, when you have a monopoly, you start resting on your laurels and you don't give it your all. I wish they would have left it open so then we can have a competition just like in sports. The best quarterback is a starter because he's better. And the backup, if he wants to start, he needs to start doing what he has to do to compete and actually win the job. But whatever. But I love Madden. I've always played Madden. Madden is one of my favorite football games. I used to play all the other ones just to compare, but in the end, Madden it's a really good game. So I'm excited to see where Madden. Hopefully they don't just, like I said, sit back and just chill. Hopefully they need a remaster. NFL Streets. NFL Streets was awesome.
You think remaster? Lord Infamous, what you said, what you were talking about earlier, we just rehashed it, so you didn't miss anything. But yeah, I definitely hope to see improvement or something new come out of them because, like we mentioned last week,
It just can't be just a roster
without
upgrade.
any competition. It's gonna be a nice coast along the line because they got nothing to worry about. You guys want football? Well, that's the only game you can get. That's good because all the other ones are probably gonna come with like fake teams or whatever.
Yeah.
So definitely that was good or bad news, depends how you want to take it, to hear this week from them.
Some other sad news, talking about late 2020s, is GTA 6. We know they were working on a new GTA. Now this came from Rockstar themselves. They're saying that the game might be released around 2023, 2024. Is not too far away, but it is kind of far away.
Why do you say that?
Because it's 4 years away. It's not a long time. Like 4 years, like when you see, before you know it, 4 years are here, but it's still a ways away. Like we're talking about maybe 4 years into the console cycle before we see a GTA game. And between GTA 5 and GTA 6, we're almost talking maybe 12 years or more.
It is going to be a while. Now that I really think about it. Because if you think about it, GTA 4, when did that come out on that gen?
Well, back then, they were pushing out, if you really look, Rockstar was pushing out a game a year almost. Between
that, they had LA Noire as well.
LA Noire. They also had Midnight.
Drive Club?
Yeah.
No, the other one. Yes.
I can't remember the racing game.
I know I had blue in the color. That's all I remember.
But they would push out a game almost. They had Vice City. They had 4. They had 3. But between 5 and 6, we're looking at a good gap.
GTA 4 was 2008.
Yeah.
So yeah, from 2008 to 2000, let's say 12 or 13. Did GTA 5 release in the
Midnight Club?
Oh, Midnight Club. Yes. Did GTA 5 release the year that PS4 came out?
I feel like it released during
a year, or was it a year before?
I feel like it released like in May or spring, and then the PlayStation 4 came out.
It released in September of that year, so two months prior to release.
Yeah, and that's why you were also, they gave you the upgrade, and then you had the first person view, and they resold you the game.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, dude, that is a good amount of time. From 2008 to 2013, that's five years.
Yeah.
Now from 2013 to 2026, that's like 13 years, man. Yeah.
And I know that we had a Red Dead Redemption in between.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be a while. So all the GTA fans, y'all gonna have to wait just a tad bit longer.
Just keep milking that GTA Online, boy.
That is probably what they're gonna be doing. So, yeah. Mentioning what we were talking about earlier, we're talking about VR earlier.
Yeah.
And we had some VR systems that released some of their release dates and came out this week as well. But this one I find really interesting.
And it's funny because there's companies that I didn't think were gonna jump into the VR game, and they did. Especially this company, they're making a social VR. They want to start creating the Ready Player One world,
like universe.
Yeah. So if you ever seen Ready Player One, if you haven't, please go watch it. It's very interesting. It's cool because at the end of the purpose of the game is that the guy that created the game, he dies and he wants to give it the program up, and you have these huge companies that are trying to win the game so they can win the program because there's a lot of money to be made in it.
Yeah.
So basically, this is where he wants to do. He wants to jump in from the ground up and start creating this social platform for people to meet each other and create avatars and do whatever. So that's where this VR system comes in. And and I know Facebook is also trying to work on theirs.
With their world.
They already have the headset, which is Oculus. So these are introducing a new headset and a new software. Facebook's is still working on their software, making their social.
See now, do you think that this should have they should have, instead of making a new headset, paired up with somebody who already had one and published this platform this world they want to make onto their system, because okay, so we're gonna get into this. This is called the MOVA. It's developed by, I think, Movana is the name of the company, and it's coming out at a pretty good price point. I don't think, like, to me the price point is a bit too much.
$600.
Yeah, $600. It's a hefty penny.
It's
compared to
the 400 that you could get on the Quest.
on the. Wait, is the Quest 400?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
I thought
the
it was
S
300.
is more. Well, it depends on how
gigabytes.
much. Yeah.
Gigabyte storage.
So yeah, I agree with you, because the Quest and Oculus have been doing this for a while now. This Movana company is just starting. So I would have tried to make more money off the software, because at the end of the day, that's
what I think. Because Lord Infamous says
because
want to be PlayStation's home.
I want to be.
Hey, that's a wow. That takes me back. But
PlayStation Home was a long time ago too.
Yes.
But like I was saying, they were better off trying to make money off of the software, because if the software fails, the software fails. But now you don't know if it fails. Does it fail because the hardware was too expensive, or because the software failed? Now you have two variables that you have to try to consider. Where did we fail in? Did we fail because our hardware was not good and expensive, or did we fail because of the software not being interesting enough?
Yeah, that's why. And the thing is that on their website and stuff like that, they're officially trying to push this to. They're not showing this off as a VR system to play other games.
Yeah, this
or
is
big
not for
games.
as far as Wrath or.
Yeah, or to go play.
This is basically
a bunch of other
for
games.
introducing you to this social network.
Yes, they want to create their own social network, right?
Avatar World, Retro says.
So I don't know, because dropping 600 on something that's new, something already, jumping into a game where
A
others
social
have been ahead.
media thing is successful if there's a lot of people with social media, whatever it is. So why did MySpace go away? Because people stopped using it. Same thing with this. If I buy a headset and I'm the only one that buys a headset,
We gotta go home soon. It's okay. Let's continue the show.
what
but
happened?
We might have to speed up a bit.
Destroying
The
everything?
curfew is at 9, and it's 8:41 right now. Over
Okay,
here.
so
let's
that's
speed
the
up.
next one. HP made their own headset.
We gotta freaking speed through this crap. Okay, so HP also talked about releasing their they showed
But
off their
this is
headset.
more a regular headset for gaming and stuff. So when you go to Steam, are you gonna see like 20 different headsets now? And this one
Dude.
works and this one doesn't. This one does, because
one's
that's what happens now. Like you go and you're like, this one's Vive Index and this one's Oculus, but not this one. This
Yeah.
one's this and the.
With this one as well is $600 as well. It's HP G2, I think it's called.
G2, they have a G1.
Apparently not. Both of these are launching in fall, in the third quarter.
When
which is-
everybody's
which
buying a
is usually fall.
PlayStation or an Xbox.
Yes.
Dude, who's
Whose marketing team? Whose team is like
Did
deciding?
they know
these
that we're
things?
gonna get an extra stimulus check in the fall or something? That we're gonna have money for all this crap?
Dude, I don't know. I
Sincerely don't know what they're. What do you mean mic turned off? Is it not on? Hello.
Yeah, it was one of the pictures probably. I don't know.
Whatever. Okay, so
going to the things. I don't think this is a good idea for them to be coming out and releasing this.
this in fall. It's a terrible idea. I think it's very dangerous. They're playing their penny. I don't know why they want to do that. One thing that I wanted to mention with the MOVA that was interesting is that it's literally The Sims, but they want to get to a point where they want to like have business meetings in there. What do you think about that? Like, do you think that's possible? Do you think that would be?
Oh, is it
something?
possible? Yes. People,
But do you think like people would
I
use it?
like going back to the PlayStation Home? I remember my brother sitting there playing music and people dancing, and he had like 100 people dancing around him, listening to the music, and they're all like, yeah, yeah, and they were doing all the dancing emotes and stuff. Is it possible? Yes. Do people want to? I don't know. Zoom is blowing up. People don't want to go to work no more. Everybody wants to just sit at home and Zoom everything now.
Yeah.
It's funny because the more and more I see the world, the more and more I think of Wally. And us just sitting in a wheelchair and just like getting fed and just not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like I said, I don't understand why they want to make a headset. I would have just piggybacked off of a headset and just made the software for it. And just focus a lot on the software. I don't have to worry about the headset working. I don't have to worry about anything else. Just focus on the software. And HP, I don't know why HP wants to jump into the VR game now. I don't know who's giving him the charts. Like, dude, check out the charts. The VR is blowing up. We need to jump into
We're
this
gonna jump
market.
into this now when clearly other platforms.
Xbox doesn't even want to jump in the market because they still think it's Fisher Price. Still, they still think that it's still growing, and they're waiting for it to become a real thing before they grow. And the funny thing is that VR is going up, but AR is going down. Like I haven't seen
Oh, dude.
HoloLens 2.
AR has been like, dude. I'm always gonna refer back to when we tried the damn HoloLens at E3.
nothing like they show you on the video.
Nothing like they showed you.
See the guy playing on the couch shooting all the stuff, and you're like, dude.
And
that
you
looks
see the guy,
amazing.
you see the people controlling the Minecraft world right on the table, and they're like building like Legos and crap. And then we
and the
go.
colors look so vibrant.
Yeah.
Then you put the stupid thing in, and you're looking at a little window like this big. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think they ended up selling it because that's gotta be false advertising to the max.
Oh, super.
It's like Exhibit 1. This is what I see on TV that I'm supposed to look at. Here, Judge, put the headset on and tell me if they're the same.
Yeah. I just, man, I don't know. Definitely have to wait and see what's gonna happen to these platforms because in the midst of the stuff that's gonna happen this year, we have
2020,
a lot of
dude.
crap this year.
A lot of businesses are going down.
So yeah, we'll definitely see what's gonna happen.
Cheesecake Factory's going down.
Sweet
Sweet Tomatoes going down, and if HP and Mova come out, they're probably gonna take a big hit too.
Oh my Nikki Snapchat glasses. She's talking about Snapchat. The Snapchat lens failed. You wanna know why? The design was horrendous. It's so ugly. And the applicability and price was garbage. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to jump into Plays of the Week. All right. If you guys don't know, you guys can submit your clips on GameBrosClips@gmail.com all together. Nick, if you can put that in there. Lord Infamous, I agree with you. Let's skip 2020. Let's not remember this, even though this is when I graduated. But
I think the Maya's missed by a couple of years, dude.
by a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's
2019 and 2021.
Vote kick 2020 voted 1 out of 4. They're starting a vote kick in the chat. Game Bros Clips of the Week. We're gonna jump into the first one, being Wreckers. Some pre-context to this: we're trying to grind the Battle Pass for COD because it was double XP on everything, Battle Pass XP, normal XP, and gun XP. So we're just like, let's go on shipment 24/7 because they have it available in this grind. And then Wrecker pulled out the dual Renetti, burst on both of them. And let's just see him go ham on everybody. So here he is, taking out one guy, turning around, taking out him, going here, goes over here, takes out those two guys down there. He reloads, he smacks the guy while he's reloading. He then reloads, comes back in here, and he's like, takes out two more guys over there, turns around, whips out the MP5. I don't know, I think he takes out that guy. He does a little emote. Oh, no, he whips out his kill streak, not an emote. My bad.
He's going to start dancing in the middle of shipment. That's like the worst thing you could do.
He goes there, reloads, he kills somebody with a precision airstrike, and takes him out.
How many kills did he get on that one life?
Wrecker, can you say how many kills you got?
I feel like when I play shipment, the most I can get is 3 kills without getting shot in the back.
Oh, dude, those times when we were grinding those nights, like just 2 nights ago, I was getting like 9 kills
without
life.
dying, dude.
Yes.
I must have the worst luck in the world because people will spawn right behind me and just start shooting me in my back.
Oh, dude, I hate to say this, but I'm the type of guy that sometimes when I'm on a 5 kill streak in that map, I would go to the crate and
just camp a little bit,
stay there and get the last 3 kills so I could call my veto. But yeah, that was Wrecker's nasty play. If you can. Let us know how many kills you got because I'm very interested.
I've had 7 kill streaks before. Damn, Nikki's doing better than me.
Nikki's rage. Talking about Nikki.
Nikki TM.
Nick
Remember that?
Yeah, sorry. Nick TM submitted this clip to us as well. But this is actually a clip of Kuko playing.
What? Why are you guys
You
sending
want
videos of
you want to give
myself?
some background context to this, or can you not remember this night?
Dude, I don't remember what happened like an hour ago.
All right, so Kuko apparently wanted to be a toxic Legion, even though Legion already has enough toxicity on his belt.
No, but okay, play it. But
Play it.
the reason why, it's not that I want to be toxic. I just found it hilarious that homeboy just starts breakdancing on the floor and just spinning. So like if you watch the puddle of blood, it just becomes bigger. So it looks like he's a sprinkler of blood. So I'm just like watching him like, what are you doing? Dude? like just let me just kill you. Like why do you have to start breakdancing for me?
Oh
It's not
my
me being
gosh.
toxic. It was just like just watching this guy just spin in circles. It's like okay.
I just.
Oh no!
You also
yes,
waited
yes.
to recharge your.
Yes, now I remember. Yeah, I did wait till my Legion was ready to toss that.
Yeah,
I take it back. I was being a little.
Yeah,
Little
Kuko
toxic.
didn't want to finish him off with a nice little headshot. He definitely wanted to do it a nice old fashioned way.
I was trying to do my achievements, dude. I was trying to, do my challenges. I had to get a Legion kill.
A Legion kill. Yeah. So whoa, what? Kuko, did you miss a bunch of stuff? You missed stuff.
Yeah, I did. Remember, you were supposed to give it to me.
You never give me back the USB.
Yeah.
This is what you call when you stay at your grandma's, well, my grandma, Google's mom's house, till 5:30, doing some graduation cake thing. I don't even know what we're doing. Damn it. Okay, the next play of the week was supposed to be me, and Glow actually clipped it. I don't know if she's right in the chat right now, but she's actually the one that clipped it for me. It was when we were streaming some pre-tourney practice. It was actually that same night with Wrecker's thing.
Oh.
And I got a kill with a care package.
The care pack. Well,
And
we'll
that
save it
was-
for next week.
and that was-
I want to see that.
That was my third kill that night with the care package.
What? Like no one saw this big old thing coming down.
And I told Glow, I'm like, clip
You
that.
remember
That
one of
was
the
like my
trophies
third
on
time.
Titanfall was to get someone with the Titanfall?
Oh, yeah,
drop.
to kill somebody with a Typhon drop. Yes. No, Wrecker, no. That's not at all what that was supposed to be. But now we're going into Battle Royale talk, some Apex talk.
You're supposed to get me the lifeline.
Yes, I know. That's why I said we were missing stuff. So Apex Lifeline buff coming mid-season apparently. Is this good?
Also,
This is
the
great.
regen rework too of the
the
golden-
Revive Golden
yeah.
Shield. So, Kuko, you're saying that the Golden Shield's gonna get a reduce?
Yes, finally, they finally heard me.
They finally listened after like 30
I think
years.
they finally played the game and like, dude, this takes way too long.
they're like, oh, they finally sat down and they had to clutch up one time, and they're like, reviving and crap, and they're like,
You just slam the controller on the floor. It's like,
guys,
why did it take so long?
let's go into the code. Can we switch this? It's too long. So
Hopefully they don't extreme it like they did Pathfinder. You know how they just extremely, just completely just nerfed them. Hopefully they don't just like revive it like in 5 seconds.
or like
Hopefully it's just-
hopefully it's a balanced time. Crab Pepper saying Wraith needs a buff. Wrecker saying Octane buff. I think there is going to be a minor
It sounds like
Octane
the
buff.
whole freaking Apex Legends need to go to the gym. They all need to go work out.
One thing I was gonna say was for the lifeline. Okay, so they're speculating that the mid-season time where they do that split for ranked, they brought an upgrade last season. I forgot who it was. Who was it? I don't know.
Gibby?
I think it was, who did they upgrade last season? Holy crap! They buffed somebody last season, in mid-season. So they're hopefully doing that this season as well. And apparently, Lifeline's gonna be the one to get buffed. And this is because
Imagine Lifeline coming out. She's all jacked now. Oh, that's not the kind of buff you're talking about.
no, that'd be so weird. Cause she's
Like, come, I got
a
you.
small
I'll save
character.
you.
Cause she's like one of the shortest characters.
Yeah.
She's like a small character. So that'd be funny to see a top buff Lifeline. Joan heal deploy like Doc Joan go
Come
out.
get your birthday package.
Thank you. Segway. Guess what? They're gonna get rid of her package. They're getting rid of her package.
What?
The package is gone.
And what are they gonna just what? She's gonna have like a health dart thing.
She's gonna have the big emergency heal from Dummy's Big Day.
Oh, the one that was like poof and just did like a
Big giant
range
area. Yes. Which to me, I saw that coming. And Loba's ability of getting loot with her ultimate is way better than Lifeline's.
Yeah.
And especially Lifeline by the third circle. If you drop that crap, get ready to get rushed by a squad because that thing's like a huge beacon of here I am, guys, come get me.
Come follow this. There's people here to kill.
Yeah, so I definitely think that's probably going to be the main focus. Do
But
they
now,
need to fix
now
anything
that range
else?
health buff, is that going to be a shield or just health only?
Oh no, it's everything. It's a heal, overall heal.
Okay.
And like, remember that one thing we saw of a fan made buff where it would heal in that bubble for like 3 pulses. It gives you 25 health and shield for those 3 pulses.
Okay.
In those times, in that time of like 25
Yeah.
seconds, let's say it's activated. But here's the thing: in Dummy's Big Day, it healed enemies as well in the area of effect, which I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I think that's
You got to know when
you
to
gotta
use
know
it.
when to use it. You gotta work as a team, know when to heal. So that's a good idea. So there was that. As well, there's an Apex Titanfall crossover event being mined
Please.
in the code.
Please.
And Wrecker, this is why this picture was shown. No, it was not talking about the background of Bloodhound being an original character, but this is just talking about an Apex Titanfall and crossover. So in the code, they found the robots. Oh my gosh, the Spectres. They found AI assets that they're going to use for the season, and they're going to use during the season. So, Wrecker, I know you're super excited.
I really, really hope this happens.
I really hope this happens. I hope this
they
is
should leave
better hype than the quests.
And they should leave one of the pilots as a character.
What do you mean? No, it's not pilots, though. Do you remember, do you ever play, I don't know if you remember the mode called Attrition? In where it had bots in Titanfall?
Yeah.
The bots are the people getting added here.
Okay, basically like we've talked before, like having people in the map
Yes.
that do stuff other than prowlers. Is this going to be one of the events with the treasure chest stuff?
A quest? Do you think it's
A
going to be
quest?
a very magnificent quest?
It would be awesome if it's a quest and a Titan drops down and you have to defeat it.
So yeah, so we got
That would be freaking amazing.
So we had a
better than the crap that's
Spectre.
happening now.
Oh, better than the Prowlers? Google's very disappointed from this week's quest as well. And I am as well. I do think it was a bit of an improvement, though. It did last a bit longer, and we had a Watson interaction. She died. Come on, dude.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
More in our girl Watson. I don't know if Nex is in the chat, but I know she cried when she saw Watson die. But so Spectre.
Who died?
Watson. Oh.
Just in case.
She did die. What do you mean? She dropped her death box. Okay, we're not going to get into that. But going back to the talk, so the codes, the line of codes and what they were saying in the codes and why is Titanfall related is because Spectre is a code of an AI that's going to be in there. We saw the bots from Loba, the ones that she killed from Hammond Robotics.
Yeah.
Those are the same ones. We have also the Stalkers, which those are the big ones, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Titanfall Encyclopedia in the chat. The Stalkers are the bigger ones. They're like mini Titans.
Yeah.
And then they also had the Frag Drone, which I don't know what that refers to, and a Titan. Like a Titan itself.
I'm telling you, if they really, really want to blow it up, they got to go balls out.
Hey, dude, imagine you're just in the middle of a match and you just hear, "Get ready for Titanfall." You just look at the sky and you just see a Titan fall and like, what? That's
you
gonna be
just gotta
crazy.
battle it and you gotta use
battle
your
that
traps
crap.
and
Yo, that's gonna be crazy. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see that. I cannot wait to see that later in the event. We would talk more about this, but we do have to speed through.
yeah.
So we're going to. Well, do you have the soundbite? That's the way.
Yeah, I do.
And that's the way the news goes.
So why'd you wait? Numbers.
Oh yeah, Titanfall.
This is how Wrecker feels about Titanfall.
Oh yeah, get ready for
Titanfall. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the games out this week.
So there is a bunch of games that are coming out this week.
A bunch.
A bunch.
Load.
But we trimmed it down for you guys to a nice bite size. Thanks to our boy Wrecker. He's in charge of the games out this week. If you guys have any problems with it, email him.
Take it up with him. So we're gonna jump into the first game called Liberated. Liberated is coming out June 2nd. So this is going to be this Tuesday. It will be out on Switch and PS4. This is a action adventure game. Really cool looking game. I like the art design. I don't know if you can probably see it somewhere. The art design is very, very cool. It has like a comic book art style to it.
How
And
much is this game?
I actually like it a lot. It looks really, really interesting. Just the art style just it reminds me of a Neuer book, a Neuer
Yeah.
comic book. So it's very, very cool. So the price is $20.
It's not bad. It looks really good, actually. I like the way it looks. I'm glad that they chose this style. I think it befits the game. And it reminds me a lot of Limbo as well. But I like the fact that you have like puzzle solving and stuff like that as well. So it's actually basically like the comic book you're reading came to life. So I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, really cool. So we're gonna go move on to
Especially when you have all this stuff that's coming out with is this group called with the
Anonymous.
Anonymous? That kind of reminds me with the mask
the
and all.
little mask. Yeah. Nintendo. Just kidding.
Nintendo has a game.
So we have a game.
Don't put that Nintendo symbol up too long because we don't want to get flagged.
So Nintendo has a game called Clubhouse Games coming out. Called
What?
51 World Classics.
What am I looking at right now,
It's 51 games in one game.
dude? We're talking about the games that I played when I'm sitting in school.
Dude, Moncala on the Switch?
Is one of them tic-tac-toe?
Chinese checkers?
Dude,
Lines and boxes, or what's it?
give me this game right now. I need it in my life.
Cuckoo, I know you want to sit down and play some board games.
Love it. Why buy the board game when I can get it digital? I don't have to worry about the marbles.
Okay. Let's stop messing around.
Next.
We got, it's $40. $40
What?
coming out June
Aren't you
5th.
gonna join us in the pooping?
I think wrong audio. Clubhouse, coming out June 5th on Switch only. Family party game, board game. So why do you think $40 is a good price?
I think it's a lot of money for Parcheesi.
But what do you mean?
And Connect Four.
It's 51 games. Like
Nine.
how much? Oh wait, we got to do the guess price game. Let's do that. Next
now
next
on.
game.
From now on.
But what do you like? Come on, you buy a board game. How much is a board game?
$10, but dude, like,
But come on, you get 51 board game. That would be $510. No, I'm kidding.
pass.
I'm kidding. I always say that with Jackbox. Jackbox is a game that we say it's like a bunch of board games mixed into one, but I think Jackbox offers a
But
lot
see,
more.
that's
It's
the
a new game.
Jackbox games I can't buy. These I could buy, but I just choose not to because they're boring. They're just. I'm sorry.
And Crap Rapper, I agree. $25 would have been a good price for this.
I
as
would have
well.
gave you $20.
Okay, or 20. 25, 20
Yeah.
there. Next game, we got Tour de France. De France.
Oof. Does this?
Du
does the
sprichst die Französisch.
does the collector's edition come with the Valve steroids that Lance Armstrong uses? Can I plug my bike up to this and
If
do
I can't plug in my exercise bike to this, I don't want it. You know there was a VR game for PlayStation that you could like fly on a unicorn, but it was powered by your pedaling. It was pretty cool.
Well, you could flap your wings in the VR game for Nintendo Switch.
Oh my goodness.
You just use your foot pedal and the little bird starts flapping his
Oh
wings.
my goodness, bro.
You don't like it? You don't like it?
Yeah,
It's good
yes.
stuff.
I need those are good calf raises. So Tour de France coming out 6/4. Crap Rapper says this one's 60.
$60. Look at the graphics. I know my friend Carlocho loves racing games. I wonder if he's gonna pick up this one. You gotta worry about changing your tires, aerodynamics, making sure your suit is tight, like Twiga.
Oh my gosh! But so real quick, what do you guys think? This one is Wrecker. You can't respond. You made this damn thing, so you can't say anything. Crap Rapper has 60. We'll leave this up for half a minute.
Wow! Congratulations!
Congratulating Wrecker. So we're gonna move on, and Crap Rapper. Sadly, no. This is $40. I don't know if that's sad or not. Does the game look good?
It looks all right. It looks
okay.
good. It's just like biking's not my thing. I guess there are people that love cycling.
What do you mean, dude? You don't cycle in your spare time and do a 5 kilometer?
No, I rollerblade, but I don't buy rollerblading games. And I'm not. I don't say, dude. I wish someone would make a rollerblade game.
So I can not do it in real life. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Like racing, I can't do in real life because those are supercars, you know. But
Carlocho said no, not this one. Carlocho also says.
But yeah, $40 for a Tour
It's
de
because
France.
usually when I play video games, it's stuff that I can't do in real life.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. So we're gonna move on to the next game, which I know you cannot do in real life. So I know you're hyped already. Awesome P2.
Is this for the Texas Instrument?
Is this for my calculator?
Is this for my old Nokia phone? What am I looking at?
There's like 3 colors on the screen.
This has to be Hitman's.
Hitman's killer review. Since Hitman's not here, I shall replace.
Replace him, please. Hit him with the knowledge.
What is this crap that I'm witnessing on screen? It's some bloody ball jumping around some saws, getting shot by other bloody balls flying across the screen. And he's collecting money while doing so. Yeah, no, this game is you know what? How much do you guys think this game is?
Wait, this reminds me of Super Meat Boy.
Yes, okay.
I love Super Meat Boy. It was a great, platformer game.
Where'd you play Super Meat Boy though?
I played it on my Vita.
Exactly.
Like I can't wait to have 14 teraflops to play this.
Oh, dude, the PS5.
And this is Awesome P2. What the heck does Awesome P1 look like? Is that like the old Tiger games? Like, you guys won't know.
Nikki with an outrageous $25.
$25.
We're gonna move on. Crap Rapper is the closest. It's $5.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
$10.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
So it's actually $5.
It's $5. $5 make it holla holla holla.
Okay.
$5 isn't bad, but there's only one thing that's missing here. It's what it's coming out on. It's not on Vita.
What? It's for the Switch, Xbox, and the PlayStation 4.
Yeah. So I don't know if you'd like
This looks like a Nintendo DS game too.
a Game Boy, not even Game Boy Color, a Game Boy game.
Actually, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, that was the color for it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's Awesome P2 coming out on the 3rd of this week. And last
They
but not
should have for
least,
$6 gave you both games.
Oh, it's P1 and 2. I want a P1 and P2. But for the next game is Valorant, a game we've been seeing ever since they released access for those who requested. So coming out on the 2nd, so this Tuesday as well on PC only. So this is like the official release of the game.
I would like to know what the chat thinks about the way this game looks. Because this is a PC only right now, right? Because eventually they do want to port it to consoles, right?
They're still working on like controls and stuff like that for it.
Okay, so 2 years from now.
Damn, 2 years?
Yeah, because they're gonna start. They're not gonna stop giving content for the PC people just to accommodate to console people now.
What do you mean? They can give content to both.
Yeah, but they're focused on. Okay,
yeah,
so
they definitely are PC based. I will agree.
What do you guys think of the way the game looks, the environment and stuff? Because I'm kind of on the fence on this game.
Why? Why? I know we talked about this before.
I just don't. The world that you're fighting in looks very fake to me. Like it doesn't look like a world that's been lived in, and there's no detail to it. It feels very like Team Fortress almost. Like Team Fortress and Overwatch had a baby, and this is what came out.
But they had a baby that didn't develop very well.
No, it was a baby that came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
But this is a PC game, though. That's the thing. Like, shouldn't the Master Race produce better games than this? It reminds me of CS:GO.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that too.
People are gonna definitely argue that the art style, whatever. Oh, what were you gonna say, Google?
So yeah, if you're saying it's for free, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I think that is.
Go beyond! Plus!
Yeah, because you can't go wrong with free. Now, would it be free to play when it comes to console as well?
That's what I was gonna say about Crap Rapper's statement.
It's over 9,000!
I hope it's not over 9,000. Yeah, CS:GO wasn't free on console, so. But
Yeah, it
then
was
again,
Orange
CS:GO
Box.
was a different company. I mean,
But
that was under
CS:GO
somebody else.
also is like 20 years old now or more.
Yeah. So hopefully and most likely we will see it come free to play, because if not, Riot will there'll be a riot. Right?
Like the ones that are outside, we need to hurry.
Yeah, we gotta hurry. Holy crap, we're here talking crap about a game that looks like crap. I'm kidding.
No,
No,
it
but
looks-
her
it looks-
people. It looks
looks
okay.
good.
They just gotta polish it, I think, a bit more.
My thing is
my
that it
opinion.
looks good, but when we're talking about 14 teraflops and we're talking about these freaking video cards and the way other games look on PC,
Yeah.
like Escape from Tarkov or Ready or Not, those games look legit to me. Like
Yeah.
this looks like it's okay.
Yeah, definitely agree. So yeah, those are the games you can spend your hard-earned cash on,
Too soon.
or pick up for free too soon. And now we're gonna go on to a review.
So, as you guys know, a little game dropped this week made by our boys at Xbox and Mojang. No, we're not talking about Minecraft 2, and we're actually talking about Minecraft Dungeon. I don't know if Prodigy you got to play it.
Yeah, we got to stream it during the week. We got to stream it launch day. This is basically a dungeon crawler, kind of Diablo style.
It's a dungeon crawler for little kids.
Yeah. How do we do it? How do we break this down? Separate the pieces of the puzzle. I guess to start off with first impressions. The first day we played it, that first night. So, what'd you think? What'd you like about it?
Okay.
What'd you not like about it?
Number one, I thought it looked good. I like the way it's got that Minecraft feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give you the Minecraft like. I guess it would be kind of broken if you could break through stuff. But it'd be
Oh,
cool
yeah,
that
I
you
know
can
what you mean.
find, like in the dungeons, find secrets by destroying a wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. Now, as far as the game goes, it is to me kind of repetitive because I basically beat the game. I got all the way to the boss. I was playing with my 7-year-old and my 9-year-old. So the boss battle got kind of hectic because I didn't know what to do. One thing, I think they dropped the ball, and hopefully they could patch it later. So you could play couch co-op 4 players. You could play online with 4 players. I don't like the fact that you can't play couch and online. I think they dropped the ball there. I think they should have gave you the ability to do both. To be able to play 2 players at home and then play Prodigy and Nikki like we were trying to do.
Yeah.
I think they dropped the ball there. The game crashed on me a bunch of times. I don't know. Hopefully they patch it. But dude, like I'm talking about full blue screen. Like you're playing and you're about to get to the boss and bam, start all over again. We even had one when Kalel lost his character. So he had to start all the way from 0. He was so pissed. He's like, I don't want to play no more. We had to convince him. We're like, no, you'll level up quick. We were like at level 20. Bash was like at 18. I was 20 because I played with you guys, so I got more. And he was like at 16, and we got him to 16 like in one playthrough. But when he started from 0, he's like, dude, I lost all my weapons. I don't want to do this. And then so we played some, and then we stopped, and then we were gonna play again. We were all with our fingers crossed, like hopefully this kid doesn't lose his stuff again. Because so as far as a game, it is fun, and kids will enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Adults will enjoy it one time over.
To a certain extent.
I don't see them coming back and saying, hey, I want to play that dungeon all over again. Because to be honest with you, the loot drops are not that good. Like I've played and I got like a level 24 armor like 100 times, and I was like, I had level 30 armor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And then you can trash it and get some rubies, and you could buy armor from a guy that for some rubies. Dude, I had 6,000, and I bought 6,000 worth of stuff, and each one was 100. So I bought like 600 things. Mm-hmm. And what did I keep? Like one item.
The drops are bad.
Yeah, like
I heard there was an issue. There's also an issue with the microtransactions. Because of that.
Microtransactions?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I was reading up on that.
I didn't know I can buy stuff in the game with physical money. I know that what I don't like is that they're gonna have DLC drops like next month already, and they're gonna sell that. And it's like a jungle skin. I'm like, okay.
Oh, never mind. I think I was reading another game.
Yeah, it's another game. There was no.
Yeah, that's why I was confused, because that first day was the first thing I looked at too. I'm like, can you buy microtransactions? Because those shops are random drops of loot, not loot you can buy. After you finish your quest.
Yeah. And then the whole thing that the dungeons are randomly generated didn't feel like to me, because we did one map. And we died because my sons, are messing around. So we had to redo the map, and it was the same exact map. Like the map didn't change.
Wasn't changed.
Like, okay, maybe different monsters came out, but I couldn't tell. They all looked the same. Like you have like arrow guys, skeletons. I can't say, oh, this time we had 50 skeletons, and the last time we only had 30.
Yeah.
So it make a difference.
Okay.
But to me, this is a game more for catered to kids more than
Definitely.
adults.
Yeah.
And even then, I think my kids, after like a playthrough or maybe even 2 playthroughs, they're like, I'm done with it. The game was not that expensive, so that's the good side.
Yeah, that is the good side.
Like, how much is the DLC map gonna be? Is it gonna be $5 or is it
They're
gonna be like a season or
the
something?
Crossplay. Crossplay is going to be updated into it, which I don't know why they didn't just implement it in the beginning. They already had the system from Minecraft Bedrock Edition. They could have just ported it over into that.
But at the same time, like, do I like? Oh man, I can't wait to play this out with my Xbox friends, or I can't wait to play this with my.
Hey, there's
PC
people out
friends.
there. We look at our attorney, man. We had a lot of Xbox people and a lot.
I know, but they're playing COD. They're not playing Dungeons. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There's a community for everything.
Okay.
I'm trying to shed some light on the situation.
And then, like, dude, we got to the final boss. I'm like level 20, like 30, and one of the trophies is to get to level 50. Dude, I am not gonna grind that much to get to that. That's crazy to me.
That's right. Level 50 is the max. And I looked at the trophies, and I'm like, dude, this thing's easy.
It's doable, but there's like 2 trophies that to me are not.
But
level 50 one and defeating the last boss on Apocalypse level.
Oh yes,
dude, that he hits
Holy
you with
crap.
his laser beam and just like touches you twice and you're dead.
Oh my gosh.
And he just starts spinning, and like he does like this whole foray thing, and
there's no jumping, so you can't jump over.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And there's like really no rocks to hide behind or nothing. You got to put down a dome. But, you know, so you put the dome down and you're like, you can't fight. And then the other thing is you run out of arrows. So you can't shoot. You can't shoot from far away, and the arrows don't regenerate. So it's difficult, man.
Yeah.
The other stuff is cake, but the last boss is pretty.
It's pretty top tier. Yeah. When I got to play when we did that stream, I played a bit. Also, the day after that, I didn't get as far as Kuko did already. Down into the last level.
Yeah, because Bastion wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah. I definitely think they did a pretty good job to, I guess, stepping out of their comfort zone from a traditional like PvP. I mean, a sandbox game.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one thing you can't argue is the price. The price wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't $40. Like a lot of people, I even thought it was gonna be $40 in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it was $20. It was a pretty doable price. It's gonna be expanded. We'll have to see what's gonna be with the DLC, because if the DLC is gonna be overpriced, then that's where we're gonna go into some iffy business. Because I don't believe that they should sell a game for $20 and maybe put out a DLC that's also $20.
I can't see them giving you one dungeon for like $5
for a DLC. Definitely, I think
so,
there has
so,
to be
so
a
it's
new
gotta
line
be like
or
a season or something.
Yes,
Like, hey, we're gonna give you like a year's worth of content for like $10.
Yeah.
But,
but even then, you telling me that the dungeon was the same kind of rubs me the wrong way in the sense of they wanted replayability, but now you're not really gonna get it. And the drop system, there's always a thing with games that want you to grind, and that's what it is. If the drop system's terrible, and you just don't, end up realizing it, you're gonna have to just keep grinding until you get it. Sadly, that's how the way the things work.
And sometimes you get stuck with the weapon, and like me, I got stuck with the mace that was super slow. So when people would come and attack me, I would swing, and they would just destroy me. So and I would wait for another weapon, but it's like the other ones were so weak that I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree. But Minecraft Dungeons.
All in all,
it's a good buy.
It's a great game for your kids to learn dungeon, so they can later on play like, Diablo or play any of these dungeon games that are very prevalent in the gaming world.
So your final verdict?
I think in the end, for the price that you're paying, I think it's a game that if you have kids and they love Minecraft, it's an obvious buy for them. They'll enjoy it. They'll get a couple hours out of it. Dude, like you go to the movies and watch a movie and get some popcorn, and you're spending more money than you were in this game, and they'll get more enjoyment out of it. And the story is cool. Like my son's like, oh man, if I was an illager, I wouldn't be mad because of this. And then it starts conversations with you and your kids, so it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Or even on a side of someone who doesn't have kids. Me just being, I guess, a fan of Minecraft. I like the universe. I like the characters. It's interesting. Am I super in depth and a fanboy? Of course not. But I don't mind it. I think it's a pretty cool world. I
didn't know what an illager was.
Yeah. if you like Minecraft and like the world itself, the character, art style, all that stuff, don't, and you have friends as well, don't, be scared to pick this up if you do have $20.
Have you played a game called Ready Set Heroes?
Yes. I played it for a little bit though.
See, that idea, if they, how Fortnite, we talked about Fortnite, how it started one thing and then it evolved into something else. If they would keep the same world and the same art style and make it like Ready Set Heroes, where you start on one end of the dungeon, the other one starts at another end of the dungeon, you loot and you work your way towards the middle, and then you have like a battle royale in the middle. I think that would be like a cool event or a cool mode for people, and then cross-platforming would you could take advantage of that. So we'll see.
Definitely
We'll see what happens.
So we'll just see more Minecraft Dungeons coming later on in the future. But yeah, I think it's a game that if you are a Minecraft fan or whatever, pick it up for $20. If you have friends, even better. You guys get to enjoy, a little bit of some time together or whatever. So I just can't. You can't argue the price though.
Yeah.
definitely they did a I guess good job selecting the price on this game. So yeah, that will be the review for this week. There wasn't nothing else pretty big on the radar.
Next week, I don't know what we're gonna review.
Next week,
Probably review a game that.
the Valorant. Maybe it's free. You can pick it up. Oh wait, actually, let's not risk that on the PC. But yeah, maybe we'll see something for. We'll have something for a little review. If not, guys, remember throughout the week, we're gonna be doing our streams of games, whatever it's gonna be, COD, Rainbow Six. We'll try to switch it up. Probably, I kind of want to have an Overwatch stream. We might have more of the Forest. We do got to continue our story. Try to finish that with our GameBros Island that we're living on. So we definitely are going to have that as well. So yeah, definitely just stay tuned on our Twitch. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell on Twitch. So that way we know when we go live. And on YouTube, we're going to be having a nice little highlight reel of COD going out this week as well from the events and stuff that happened at the tourney. So that way you guys can check it out and see all the crazy crap that went down on Friday. As well, we're going to put out the polls on Instagram and Twitter so you guys can vote on the games that we want to have maybe chosen for the tournament for the month of June. As well as that, guys, remember D2D. Go pick some up. Capital G, capital B. For 10% code GameBros, capital G, capital B, for 10% off your order. And as well, go pick up some of our merch as well in our merch store. And yeah, anything else? Cuckoo, you got anything else?
No, we're good, man.
Oh,
just stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned and keep watching on Twitch so you guys can earn redemption points for the $50 Xbox gift card or PlayStation gift card, whichever one, so you guys can earn a ticket into the raffle that we're going to hold from today all the way till next Sunday. So make sure you guys sign up. Watch on Twitch, earn those points, earn the Game Bros shmoney, as we like to call it. So that way you guys can redeem your points next Sunday and hopefully get a nice little pick at the raffle and hopefully win some of the stuff we're going to be giving away. As well as that, we will announce more details on the Last of Us 2 giveaway as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at GameBros_show or GameBros space show as well. So like we always say, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for helping us out. And like we always say, live in your world, playing ours, Game Bros. Peace.
Peace.